Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's A19 Dre coming back with another video today. Today in this video, we're talking about the best ways to help you improve your defense in 2K21 current gen. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, there was a patch that came out not so long ago that supposedly fixed the whole Zen problem in this game, so there should be less Zen and less people that's, shooting threes and making them and all that stuff, so that's why people are going back to this game. So I figured why not help y'all out since people are going back to the game now. But anyway, we're going to separate this video into two parts mainly, which is going to be for your small players, like, your point guards and shooting guards and probably small forwards. Then the second half is going to be for, like, power forwards and centers to help everybody play defense so that everybody gets a chance to, improve their D.
Hey, yo!
Pause, hold up, pause. Pretend I ain't say that. All right, anyway, y'all, without further ado, let's get out this intro and get into it. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go over to your options/quit and scroll down to controller settings. Now, once you get down to your controller settings, you're gonna go all the way down until you see two things. And the two things you're gonna look for, your who to guard and defensive assist with intense D. Now, for who to guard, it's gonna be on as default, so you're gonna wanna turn that off. And the reason why you're turning that off is because what who to guard is, it's basically like a little indicator at the bottom of your player's feet. And that little indicator is going to, shift your player over to, a player to guard him. So if you guarding, let's just say, for example, if you guarding a point guard who's a slash and playmaker, your who to guard symbol might arrow over to like a stretch big or a stretch. It's gonna aim you over to the wrong person. So there's basically like a little arrow at the bottom of your feet, for your my player. Some of y'all have noticed it and some of y'all haven't, but after me telling y'all this, y'all should see it. But anyway, you turning off who to guard, because what who to guard does is pull your player, like it literally pulls your player over to the wrong defensive assignment sometimes. So anyway, that's who to guard. Now going down to defensive assist with intense D, for all my point guards, shooting guards, and small forwards, putting your intense D to about 30 is the best way to go. Matter of fact, if you're a point guard or shooting guard, leave it at 30. If you're a small forward, like a little bit taller and a little bit bigger of a player, you're gonna want to put it at 25. And the reason being is because you're gonna have less agility and less quickness and all that stuff, or what I guess they call it lateral quickness or whatever. Because you're gonna have less lateral quickness as a bigger player, you're gonna want to put it down to 25. Now, like I said, for point guards and shooting guards, 30 is the way to go, because your lateral quickness is usually a lot higher when you're a point guard or a shooting guard. For bigger players like power forwards and centers, it's gonna be down to 15, because you're gonna have less lateral quickness and less agility and all that stuff. So that's why you're gonna have less defensive assists with intense D and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory at this point. But anyway, I just thought I'd help y'all out with that. But on to the next thing. All right, and that was all for the defense stuff, but now for the defensive badges. We're not talking about any of this stuff because we're talking about defense, like I said. So anyway, for defense, you're gonna need clamps. Now, what clamps is gonna do is help improve your defense, which is what most of us already know by now. But more specifically, what clamps is gonna do is help improve your defense if you already changed your intense defense and all that stuff, like I said earlier. And now for intimidator, same thing. It's gonna help improve your defense. Self-explanatory. Why would you not get that on defense? Pick dodger. People love to set pace in this game and set screens and all that stuff, especially in current gen. So you're gonna need this pick dodger, so that way you can play better defenses. I mean, all these three things right here is pretty much self-explanatory. But now for right here, tireless defender. Now for this badge right here, tireless defender, I was actually surprised that a lot of people don't run with this, and what this does is help reduce energy loss when exerting effort on defense. More specifically, if you playing against somebody who's your matchup, who likes to run around off the ball a lot to get open, then this is gonna come in handy really for real. Because think about it, your player or your matchup is running around off the ball trying to get open. You trying to guard him, and he has, let's just say for example, he has like a 90-something speed and you have like an 80-something speed. It's gonna be hard to keep up with him off rip because of your speed difference. But on top of that, once he gets the ball, you're not gonna be able to guard him and play good defense because you're already tired from chasing him around. So that's why this comes into play. Because if you don't already know, some people in this community like to run around a lot like they're playing football. It's really annoying and it's really just aggravating to just have to put up with. So because of that, you get tireless defender, so that way you can stay in front of your matchup without getting tired and play better defense. Because when you don't have a lot of stamina, you can't do anything on defense. So why would you not get this? You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much, I mean, I feel like it's common sense, but like I said, a lot of people don't be running with this as a badge in defense. So I'm really surprised about that. But anyway, tireless defender on at least silver should be the way to go. Gold is really good too. I go on gold, but silver you can't go wrong with either. So anyway, that's it for the badges. Now for the last and final step to help improve your defense. Now, we already talked about who to guard and defensive assist, and we talked about badges. But last but not least, the last tip I have for y'all to improve y'all defense is just the hedge method. Now, with hedging, what I mean by that is when you plan on defense, what you're gonna wanna do is not hold your L2, because your L2 is gonna slow you down on defense. What you're gonna wanna do instead is move your left analog stick and hold your right analog stick upward if your matchup is facing the front of the basket. Now, if your matchup is facing like the left side of the basket, you're gonna wanna push your left analog stick diagonal to the left, because really it's about angles on defense to not get your opponent to get to the rim in time, whether he's a slasher, no matter what position he plays, no matter what type of archetype he is. This is gonna help out tremendously. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, move your analog stick diagonally up if he's going right, move it diagonally left if he's going left. See what I'm saying? Like, it's really that simple. Like, and that's assuming that you play on 2K camera view, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about angles, and that's how you play better defense. But anyway, y'all, that's gonna do it for the video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Be sure to like the video if you liked anything I said in this video, and also subscribe if you're brand new, because I post videos like this like 4 to 5 times a week. So yeah, without further ado, y'all, it's been there with Andre, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.